Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. You're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you are on a sim. All our videos are for educational purpose only. Today we started. Today is Friday, and we started with a little bit chop on the YM and the Nasdaq, which they got caught between those two channel here, and the same thing is on the ES between the support area 310875 and the resistance at 311150. So we need to be very careful with those area here. For the ones that join us, you can follow the signal from the left corner here. It is a swing trading, and the right corner it is the scalping. As we see here on the scalping, this is an example. The white charts are the scalping, and the blue chart, what you see that trade in here, it is a swing trading, all based is fully automated, ATM strategy, and a pullback re-entry. All of it based on um, the market analyzers connected the signals, and then the auto trade will take the trades. Does not require any optimization or the trailing stop. Is all based on fibs. So at the moment today we are really having a problem with the market. It is, if we look at this chart here, and we can see it is in a big mess between the support and the resistance areas, and is having a hard time getting out of this area here, which that bring a lot of volatility at the moment on your trades. And the same thing with the Nasdaq at the moment. There is not much going on with the Nasdaq, and as we see from the scalper, also we need to look at the Russell. Also, the Russell today, as we see here, is having a problem with all the support and the resistance area. So it is a little bit mixed market, and as we see, the Nasdaq and the ES is not. And this area here is not a tradable, and in this area here is not a tradable. So what we have today, the CL is doing very well, and also the gold is doing very well today. This is on the scalping, and we missed the target by just 1 minute on the scalping, and then we have the zone automated system has ignite. The zone is an early prediction. It's different than the signal, and it gives an early prediction on the entries. As we see here, the Nasdaq is already decided to take a trade, but also they are very small trades today, because there is a double resistance on the Nasdaq at 95.75 and 8300. So this is also a problem on the Nasdaq and ES today, and we need to clear this bad area. Let's put it politely, and we need to get out of this pile of mud in here. And if we look at the ES condition right now, this is a 1 minute, and a 1 minute does not lie. Is facing a problem with the support area at, and as we see from the chart, because this is a very common question, how we determine when the market it is sideways, and it is very clear. You can see when those fibs are very close to each other, this means we have a tight market. And as we see here, we have a 3 major support area and a 3 major resistant area, and the ES got stuck in this area here where it's not able to go neither direction, and it is trying to break out those um, volatility area, and it's not having a success to break any of those area yet. So the AES is stuck in there, and this is a very bad. Also, if you think yourself this is not your problem, you're gonna turn on your auto trade today live. Uh, uh, you can, but at the moment, the way this condition doesn't matter where this auto trade come in, there is nothing but a bad news will come out of it, because the market is stuck, it's not trending, so you cannot dismiss that by using an automated trade, which we have 4 different automated trade at the moment. In your package there is 10 automated trade, but at the moment we have 4 different automated trades running, and we are very careful how we are taking the trades even on the scalper, which today probably it will be even on the scalper a bit chop, and the only thing I can see on the scalper is just a couple of trades, and they are even forget the gold already hit very well, but we are practically flat on the trades with the scalpers on every single instrument, and it is extremely tight today. And even on the scalper with a very small time frame, 15 seconds, is the market is just sitting there and not doing anything. So this is a really we need to be careful today how we are approaching the market. Things can change within a few minutes, and but at the moment, and I don't see any major news for now. So it is a Friday, but I don't see any serious movement at the moment. As we see here on the CL, there is a double resistance at 58.47 and 58.48, which as we see here on the CL is struggling. It is every time when you see double resistance, there is a problem. And if we look on the Russell as an example, here is your support area. You see how the CL is having a problem breaking that area here on the CL. If we are breaking it, that means we can go and extend this target to the 58.53. If look how the CL is not getting anywhere on this double resistance, which it is very important to break that area if we want to continue on that trade. On the Russell, it just broke the 15.88.8, and I'm gonna leave it alone because the market is tight. I'm not gonna be extending my target like what I did before, like when the market is trending. I mean, you have an option to extend your target, but today, because the market is extremely tight, I am not gonna do anything with it. And as we see here, the CL, it is came in right in line with 58.47 and was not able to break that area here. On those conditions like today, it is very advisable for the guy or the girl to break even as soon as possible when you see the market is extremely tight, and this is a really a tight market today. And on a days like this, you can leave the auto trade as is, or when you to cover yourself, try to break even plus couple ticks. At least you secure your trade. You are on a free ride, So if the market decided to go the opposite direction, it will not cause any losses. And it is very important for this market here uh, not to go. We need to stay to in our favor. We don't want to mess with it. So it is really tight, and I hope we can break out those level very soon. As we see the CL, we understand what happened on the CL. I was busy explaining, but I should have break even immediately on those trades before it gets out of hands with the trade. With the swing trading, we have nothing on the swing trading. There is no trade on the swing trading. We only have one YM took a trade, and this is the only trade I have, and the rest is still has not taken any trades. There is no trades on the swing trading, and I'm so glad there is no trade at the moment because the market is an extreme flat market at the moment. So with the market, it could be changing within seconds, and we will see if this market will change direction, and we'll try to find a new breakout. Okay, finally the market giving in. Very soon you're gonna have a sell. We have a sell. Okay, so we finally the Russell start kicking in. We have a sell entry on the ES at 310750, as you see it here on your market analyzer, but it's not tradable at the moment. And the reason is not tradable because right below the 310750 there is a double support area followed by another support area. So it is the way this condition the ES is laying on, there is no trade at the moment. The ES, there is no trade. You're gonna get chopped with the CL ES, and you should not be messing with the ES at the moment in this condition. And it is extremely tight between 3 support and 3 resistance. This is indicate the market is extremely tight, and this is going to have an impact on your Nasdaq, and it's going to have an impact. Okay, we have the Nasdaq took a short trade, but it's going to have an impact on your Nasdaq NOYM. And as we see here on the CL, is going back to retest those level, and I'm not sure it's going to make it. So immediately you cover on the same entry where your auto trade has taken a trade, and this is the advantage of it when you can have the auto trade take the trades and leave it alone, will hit the target. Or if you want to override the auto trade to those lines, as you see, this is the second time the CL is trying to break the 58.47, and it's a struggling market. And as we see, coming back again on that trade, and this is a very critical area, and it is very important not to have this attitude. It's not my problem. I turn on my auto trade and let it be. It is your problem because you're gonna generate a lot of bad trades in here if you're not paying attention. So on a day like this, I don't want to expand any target. I want to leave them as is. I want to break even as soon as possible and secure it, so I will not go to the negative direction. And as we see right now, we have a little profit on the Russell, and I'm leaving it as is. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to extend my target to the 85.7 or 85.6. I'll let it take its at times either close this direction or close. This is the automated figure out where you need to exit or enter on every single entry. Every single entry is different calculation, and if the market not trending like today, you will not have a big trades. If the market is trending, then the auto trade will extend the targets. It's not a fixed target, 200 or 150. If the market is trending, the auto trade itself extend the target. You don't have to do anything, and this is a very clever, very complex to do, as we see at the moment, because this market is trending on the Russell. So the system is already recalculating where it needs to be the exit. And as we see now, the auto trade start giving us more what the original target was, because it's trying to get the maximize on every single trade. And now, as we see here on the Russell, we are breaking even. We are laying on the fib line, floating fibs, and it is going perfect in our direction. The gold made a little over 400. This one here, it is going to be probably around 400. And now we are waiting on the ES and NASDAQ start kicking in. At the moment, there is nothing really. It is a really struggling market at the moment with the ES and NASDAQ. I don't know, took a new signal. The NASDAQ a few seconds ago, the auto trade took that trade, and as you see, it's sitting right there, doing nothing. And so there is a new signal on the CL, and as we see, the NASDAQ is sitting right there doing nothing because of the ES. It is a struggling market on the ES, and the ES is really a problem today that affect the NASDAQ and the YM direction. So we will be very careful how we take in those trades, and we need to do immediate break even on those trades, so we will not get in trouble. The CL just took a short trade, and I just needed to be going down a bit to start breaking even immediately, and the targets are extremely small on those trades, very small trades, because there is no movement in the market. So I will keep our eye on it. And the NASDAQ still for the last 5 minutes on the same entry, and there is no, I don't like when we are in a trade, and if the trade don't go, I strongly recommend to close it, because it's not gonna go anywhere. You wait for 5 minutes max, but if the trade is not gonna go to your direction, if you're into the trade, don't wait too long. Get rid of it, and wait for the new signal. So now on the CL, we just have the new signal. I will go ahead and break it even, so in case if there is any surprise on the pullback, I mean, you can leave the auto trade, do it work, but I want to break even as soon as possible, and then the auto trade can readjust your trailing stop and your target if the market trended. If the market turning around on us because there is a chop market, at least we're not gonna go into the negative. The Nasdaq, Lorenzo, what it does, it is, as I said, Lorenzo, it is there is a, if this market did go down, we have a problem at 82.71, and then followed by a resistance 82.81. Actually, what we are waiting on, Lorenzo, is because of the ES is not going anywhere. It's facing 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance and 1, 2, 3, 4 support area, and they are very close to each other. So uh, it is really there is no trending on the Nasdaq at all, and it is making the Nasdaq to get into the chop market, and I'm not expecting the Nasdaq to go anywhere at the moment because of the ES. I'm not expecting on that trade to go below 80 to 69.75. So this is the Russell right now. It is about to break, and the CL is about to break as well. Very small trade. The Russell did well. On the scalper, the Nasdaq took a trade, but still a flat on the Nasdaq. The gold took a trade, but it is struggling with that area here, 66.7. If we look at the scalping ES, Lorenzo, you can see there is one line 3107, 3106.75, 3106.25. This is a headache with the ES. Let's see if we can. Oh, that's perfect. If we can break that line on the Nasdaq, it did not because of the ES. You see, the ES is really struggling market at the moment. It's very clear where is the support area. And like what I told you, Lorenzo, I told you if it's gonna go short, it's gonna come to the 82.69.50, and nothing further than that. And exactly what happened. It came into target 182.69.75. And this is where we have estimated that Nasdaq is not gonna go further because of this line here, 69.75. And as we see, right in line with the support area is an extreme volatility today. ES fell on this. We don't have a double, Lorenzo, we have triple support area. This is a nightmare for a guy don't know what he's doing today. It is a nightmare. It will be if a guy today uh, trading indicators, the probability is going to be heavy losses today on his part. And We're done with the CL. For the gold, still struggling on that level. Is trying very hard, the gold, to break that area. 66.7. And then I'm gonna lower, just waiting on a little movement. I'm gonna lower the trailing stop. Very flat market. I'm gonna get rid of the gold. So it's not gonna be extreme damage on that. And as you see, the Nasdaq fell. Oh, I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I didn't read how many ticks. It's you can move it from one fib to another, Lorenzo, or whatever is the fib line, whether it's a support or a resistance, or you give it 10 ticks, and then you go ahead, put one plus one or even. I'm sorry, I didn't read your message. Now I'm reading it. Like here, Lorenzo, my trailing stop on the second fib is right there at 82.79. So what I did, I put the trailing stop right at the above the fib line. So what happened, Lorenzo? It came into the double resistance. They work, you know that. And I was protected, hiding behind this bar, this fib line, and I'm not gonna give it too much, but in the same time I need to let it. It came close to the to get me out, and then start giving in because you don't want to kill the trade, but we don't want to burn ourselves with heavy stop losses. So, like what I have done now with the Russell, I put it a little bit below the second fib, the first fib, and we are getting close to be stopped out. But I give room to go back and forth. It seems like the gold is about to break that area, and the Nasdaq is about to break that area. This is a very good news. And finally, the market is giving us a little air to breathe. Uh, it's giving us a little movement, and that will be nice. There we go. That's all what we've been waiting on. A little fresh air, a little movement. That's it. And now we are about. We have a new signal on the DAX sell. That's fine. We have the YM sell. That's fine. And and there we go. Uh, I'm gonna leave everything alone. I'm not gonna extend the targets like I did before, like yesterday or the day before yesterday. I want the trade to take to close as soon as possible and get it over with. And there we go. Sold on the ES, done. You know, you got 13 takes. Nasdaq, we are on the double support area here, Lorenzo, and the system has already extended. Uh, you can close it or you can keep it as you like. This is a $300 on the Nasdaq, $500 on the Russell, and the gold. We are about to close around $300 on the gold. Done on the Nasdaq. Thank you. And we are about to close the Russell, and guys, around the Christmas is gonna be plenty days like this, so don't get surprised. It's gonna be plenty days like that, where the markets is going to be flat, and so what we do, we need to survive until this market give us a push, and when the market give us a push and give us a spike for today, that's mean we are into the money, and this is really, now we are done with those. We still have the Russell, and there is now the double support become a double resistance, and let's see if it's gonna do it. If it's gonna break it, look how beautiful it is. It's coming right onto the resistance line. It is very nice, and and we are protecting ourselves right above the resistance line. This is beautiful. So what we did, we have not missed any spike in the market today, and it is. It seems like the gold is giving it up. Let's see. Took one of the trades out because the trailing stop, as you see, this is a support areas. It's a floor in fibs, and those fibs move, and they move the trailing stop with them. So it's not a dummy trailing stop. So actually, the auto trade is doing everything for you. The only thing it is you need to manage, and that is not hard to do. You know, not with this. And so we still have one trade on the gold, and it is a break even. I'm not worried about it anymore. On the uh, on the CL, we just had a buy on the CL 58.37, and we are 5 ticks away. I don't know, Lorenzo. I know the CL is gonna have a problem at 58.47 and 58.48. So I don't want to kill the trade, but you gotta be patient and keep your eye on those area here with the CL when it's going up, because this is today it's an extremely tight, and I would like to break even as soon as possible, so I will not have, because the market is switching direction very fast, and I don't want to be messing with it. And the Russell, once it close, I'm gonna leave it alone. And let's look at this one here. We secured very good profit on the Russell. By the way, Lorenzo, between the Russell and the Nasdaq, I find the Nasdaq is doing extremely well. You just turn, David, your chart to the 15 seconds, and that's it. You right click and you change the time frame to the 15 seconds. We are working on a newer version, and we are going to be testing the a new version for the scalping. I'm gonna be testing it live when we are done with the webinar today. We have V18, and I want to test it today because the there is a lot of calculation, and we need to uh, don't leave anything behind, and so could be, if today the version 18 is good, then we will send it out on Monday if it does not need any more adjustment. As we see here, we still have a Russell, and and uh, and we don't have anything at the moment. We're still flat on the practically flat on the CL, and on the gold we still flat. There is not much going on. We have a new signal on the YM swing trading sell at 277.97, target 277.50. It's right there, right in front of you. The auto trade took it. But remember, watch out for the YM at the moment, because there is a double support area at 7786. If we are able to break that area here, then we are going directly to the target. So it is very important to break that area here. The ES hit the target already. I don't have the ES on, the auto trade. I turned it off when I saw this market is chopped, so I didn't mess with the ES. I left it alone. It seems like on the Russell we are going to close around 600. I don't have the auto trade turned on the ES. I left the ES alone, and this is very surprising for me, and I don't want to take those chances. So I did not activate I deactivate the ES automated trade on it. I don't mind on the swing on the scalping, but I don't want to go on the swing trading when we first started and I saw the ES was in a big mess. I don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with it. It's gonna give me a headache. I don't want to mess with it. So at the moment, as we see, the YM is not able to break the 7787, and I'm gonna turn off that trade, and I'm not interested in that trade. I'm gonna give it a little bit. If it's the YM going to break the 7805, I'm not gonna get married to this trade. I'm gonna get rid of it as soon as possible. Today is not a day to have a luxury and relax with your trade. You have to be on top of every single chart and make sure every single chart is going into the proper direction, or get rid of it immediately. Overwrite your auto trade, because as you see, the most I hate in the market, if you are in a position and the market is not moving, this is not good. You wait a minute, 2, 3 minutes, but then decision needs to be made to overwrite and close position. It makes me nervous being too long in a trade and it's not moving. Most likely it's gonna go the opposite direction. So right now here, I don't want to get messy with it. If it's gonna go above the 7805, I'm gonna get rid of that trade. I'm not interested in it. The gold took a short trade and is about to hit the target. I'm gonna to break even. So if I don't see it, I don't see it. And actually, guys, I'm sorry, but it's very hard to cover so many charts, talking to people and trying to cover what's going on. Okay, this one here is about to close the Russell. It is much harder than what you think, trust me. And the gold, it is came in right in target, and I think is going to fix it. And we have a problem with the CL. There is a double resistance at 58.47, 58. There we go, close. Thank you very much. Nice. And so now we are two things about that CL for CL traders. There is a double resistance in this area here, and it seems like the CL not strong enough. So what I will do, I'm gonna go ahead and break even, plus one take, and get rid of it. It makes me nervous to stay on a trade, and it's not wanted to trend. So that makes me nervous, and then it's better to break even, and then it's done on that part here. Let's see if this Nasdaq, the YM, very hard day, but I'm so glad even on a flat day like this, you still can pick up a few takes and call it off as long as you recognize there is a problem in the market at the moment. Would I re-enter the YM short? I'm gonna teach you a way, Lorenzo, that you can answer yourself the same question when you are alone. Every time you want to make a decision with the YM and the Nasdaq, take a look at the ES. Okay, now if we look at the ES condition, first of all, I didn't even turn on the auto trade on the ES condition because it is a mess. And then if we look at the ES, it just hit the bottom here at 310250, and it is a thick one. So even if this ES tried to break that area here, it's not going to go that far below the 39.5. So for the ES right now, it is a very chop area on the ES, and it is not encouraging for me to take a trade or re-enter the entry trade on the YM, and I just closed the position because the condition of today, it is extremely flat. And if we notice, Lorenzo, the market all of a sudden is turning the opposite direction, and that is no. This is not good. This uh, uh, immediate change in direction in the market, that will kill any auto trade. So today, I don't want to take chances on the YM, not unless if I see a respond on the ES first. And right now, my response on the ES is just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Even on the scalper, the ES took a one trade today, and we've been for over an hour covering, and it's been one trade only, and it hit the target on the ES. It hit the target at 10:37. Now we are at 10:44, and look at this. This is a really bad news on the upper level. So I don't want to even mess with the ES, and it is really sideways, and it's causing this whole market here. If you want to take the trade, Lorenzo, on the YM, you can put, if you are insistent on taking a trade, at 7796, but you have to close it immediately at 7786. Here is the question: is it worth it? No, it's not worth it to take this trade and get pissed over a weekend about a lousy trade like this. I mean, there is nothing to chew on here. It's a small trade, and I'm not interested ruin my weekend over a small trade right here. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Maybe within half an hour the market is gonna start expand, but at the moment it's extremely tight, and I don't want to mess with the market when it's very tight. On the ES, like now here, guys, we have around a little takes, not much. So I want to break even. I don't want to get in this mess. Leave it alone. There is not even trades on the scalpers. There is no trades. No trades. Not on the 15-second chart. beautiful. You know, I don't like to brag about how many ticks we make from 10 to 11. You can go back on the video and you can see how many ticks we nailed on the scalpers. You do your own calculation. I'm not into this. So, so this is even on a chop day like today. So we did not do bad. We did not did like on Tuesday and Wednesday. But welcome to trading, and whatever we can get out of it, and as long as we are in a plus, doesn't matter anymore what is gonna happen to this market. For the ones that just want to follow the signal, you don't need me to call the signal for you. You will be taking the first column here. It says on it a new signal, and it gives you the direction, it gives you the entry price, and it gives you the target on the swing trading. On the scalping, it's gonna give you a new signal here on the first column. It's gonna tell you sell or buy. As an example, here is sell 3108, target 3102. 16 ticks into that trade from the last entry signal. It's not the whole day. So on the total, based on one signal, on one lot, 209, and here 149. And this is based on one contract. So you can look at yourself at the screen and you can follow any of the signal. I don't have to, we don't have that, we call the trade half an hour for you or none of that. Everything is there in front of you. In the meantime, we did very well. We did very well in 1 hour on a flat market. And I'm gonna stay quiet until this market start. Uh, Look, Lorenzo, this is where I'm expecting the MyAm stops. So is it a tradable for you or is not? It's up to you. It's only 10 ticks. So I will be sitting on a quiet mood and until we see some kind of breakout today. Thank you. Finally, after now it is 11:05. We finally, I mean, we did a couple of small rounds, and finally we catch the big round for today, and this is really pleasant. And to our traders, it was. We have one of the new clients. He was asking me about the gold, so I put the gold on the scalper. If you go back with the video today, the gold made over $1,500 on the scalper, the gold. So to our traders, I don't know if you want to consider the gold trading. And now we are going on the next round. And it seems like the market is giving up, and even the ES is um, given in, but I don't trust the ES. I don't trust the ES, and I'm gonna break it as soon as possible on the ES and leave it alone. And this is a very nice on the scalper 450. YM is not much, and very impressive performance on the gold. It is within an hour we nailed over 1500 on the gold. This is very impressive. And we have the Russell. It's been impressive. The Russell, it moves. That's what is nice about it. And when you are using the Russell with the market order like what we are doing here, you should not have a problem. And this is the breakthrough we were looking for today, and we nailed it. And this is really, even on a day like today, it's not a it's not a disappointed day. It is okay, and we're gonna have more days like this. The closer we get to the Christmas, we will be getting a lot of this, and uh, flat markets and no volume, but is survivable, and we can drag a little bit the Nasdaq. Today is not a day where we get greed. $300 better than nothing. YM breaking even as soon as possible. The white charts are the scalper, the blue charts are the swing trading. And we are done with the gold. We are done with the Nasdaq. We are done with the YM. We are done with the ES. We still have one trade. So we're not gonna go walk away from a chop market or a flat market empty hands. And this is very pleasant, and that will be very nice if we can go ahead and take this one here. I expanded the target here. I got greedy with it, but it hit the target, and I should have kept it, not messing with it. And the Nasdaq already took the opposite direction, and I'm gonna break it even soon. Okay, because this fib line 82.52.25, the white charts are the scalper, the swing trading is on the blue charts. Can you trade? The question. Yes, I saw that the YM end up hitting the target. Yes, sir. Um, can you trade? Maybe most of you, the question, can I trade the swing trading and the scalper? Yes, sir, you can. If you have a $5,000 account, you can contact your broker, you split your account, then you can trade the NASDAQ on a scalper in one account A or B, and then you can trade the swing trading on account A and B, or B, I apologize. So, yes, it is. I have 4 accounts. You can have 2 accounts, and each account you can use it for a different purpose. As an example, if you, I mean, I don't know, the more money you have, the more you can open accounts. As we see, the NASDAQ is struggling on 82.52 2 times, and I didn't have time to break even on that one. I was busy talking. And uh, if you have 3 accounts, you can use one account, as an example, NASDAQ. On the swing trading, one account on a scalper. And if you want to use this kind of swing trading, another account, you still can do that. Now, if you have one account and you wanted to trade half scalping and half swing trading, you can decide if you want to scalp, as an example, the ES, and you want to swing trade the NASDAQ on the same account, you can do that. But you cannot use one instrument to auto trade one account. So if you have one account, you can trade, let's say, swing trading on the NASDAQ, scalping the gold, and maybe you want to swing trade the CL. That's very fine. You can do that. Put different strategies on the different instruments. Yes, you can do that. But you cannot use one instrument on 2 auto trades. So if we wanted to auto trade the NASDAQ, you have to choose. You want to swing trade it, scalp it, or swing trade it with a trade exit. And then you move to the second one in EAS. You can choose whatever you like. But you cannot use, as an example, NASDAQ, swing trading and scalping. You cannot do that. It's not us. It is your NinjaTrader platform. And that is confusion to your broker. When you are sending a signal, you want to buy 1 kilo potato and sell 1 kilo potato. You cannot send a signal to your broker. You want to sell a NASDAQ on one auto trade, and you want to buy NASDAQ on a different auto trade. To the broker, it is the same. When you are putting the order for NASDAQ, as an example, you want to sell at 82.48, and your other auto trade want to buy at 82.47. What happened? It closes each other, and your closing position on your auto trade become an open position, and your open position become a closing position. So you got to be careful, which a lot of traders sometimes, not traders been around, but we've had traders make that mistake. And sometimes when we log in to some traders, we find out when they are on a sim also, they are using sim 101, and they are using all the auto trades under sim 101. So what happening, they are conflicting each other's, the auto trades, and that is not. So you got to be very careful. Do not conflict your positions. You can see how accurate is this Nasdaq. It came in one time, two times, three times, right in line, and was not able to break that line. You know, when you see conditions like this, go ahead and tie it up. Give it just a couple takes. Hopefully, will make it or break it. At least you secure your profit. We finish it. And this one here, there is still one trade. I'm gonna drag it all the way down to here, and then uh, at least we secure some of the position on that trade. A little bit here, a little bit there, and then you're done for today. I don't think so. There is anything left for today. I think we did very well on a day like this, and it is a Friday. I don't want to sit down and uh, the market on a Friday is always also start around 1:30 when all those amateur traders go home. This is where a lot of old traders we come around 1:30 in the afternoon, because most of the time the Fridays goes in one direction, most of the time. And there will be a smooth ride usually on a Friday. And to our traders, do not, I have seen some on the, do not take on Sunday evening any trades when the market's open. It is better uh, to uh, wait till Monday morning 9:30, and most of the time between Sunday evening and Monday there is a very thin volume, and you should not trade. You should enjoy your day, relax, and get ready for Monday. Monday, I personally will not start my computer before 9:30 and skip the Sunday evening. That hoping you're gonna get money on Sunday evening. There is nothing on Sunday evening to make, you know. And try to be on Monday fresh at 9:30, and don't waste your Sunday sitting behind a computer and there's nothing to do, you know. This is my advice to you. And now that we close this one here, and every day there is a certain way we can approach the market. Like on Monday, I don't want to look at the market before 9:30, you know. Tuesday is a very fine day, no matter what time you come in. Wednesday, you have to be careful if there is an FOMC or not. Thursday is a green light all the way. Friday, it is the earlier the better to start on Friday, or you skip this chop between 11 and 12, and then you go back to your computer at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 1:30, and you have one direction in the market most of the time. So every day you have to treat it as what's supposed to be. Friday, an early trade or a late trade. Monday, 9:30, not before. Tuesday, you have it open all day long, early and late. You know, Wednesday, if there is an FOMC, you have to do your things. Scalping, you cannot swing on an FOMC day. You need to scalp until 2 o'clock, and then you can unleash your swing trading. You know, if the FOMC at 2 o'clock, then you need to scalp till 2 o'clock, and then you unleash your swing trading, or you can unleash this one here, the different type of an auto trade, and it's not gonna let it flip from. It's not gonna miss a trend, you know. This one here. Thursday is open, you know, early and late. So all those every day, you have to approach it differently. You cannot just. This question I get very often: what time I should start the auto trade? Is what day it is. What is going on for that day? You know. So what is the day today? You know, it's not to just fixed boxed. You know, 9 or 9:30 all day long, and one auto trade is gonna take everything out, and I'm gonna be happy after that. Monday you cannot swing. You need to scalp. Before any major news like an FOMC or crude oil or whatever, you need to scalp. You cannot swing. Tuesday you have open for swing trading. After 2 o'clock Wednesday you have open for swing trading. Thursday is open for swing trading. Friday is open for swing trading very early. You know, as early as it could be, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, you can trade on Friday. Stay away between 11 and 12. Go back at 1 o'clock, 1:30. This is where all those amateur people making noises in the market left the building, and now the auto trade goes smooth right on Friday afternoon. It is very good to auto trade on Friday afternoon at 1 because there is not much noises left. And on Friday, the market, not all the time, but most of the time, take in one direction, either all the way short, like what we have seen today on Friday, or it's going to be all the way long, you know. So everything change mood after the lunch hours, and then you can see if the market wanna non-stop is gonna go long or non-stop, and sometimes it's nothing gonna happen. Like now, nothing happening. It's just sitting on a flat market. You know, I want to say I wish every one of you a very nice weekend, and and I think I need to test. We have version 18 for the signal. Probably today I'm gonna be tested, and if it is a good one, there is no problems. We will be releasing it on Monday. If it's not, if there is a problem, we will be release it middle of the week. So right now we need to test me and my programmer on a live market and test it live. We already tested on a sim. Now we need to test it live to see if there's any problems with it, and then we will be most likely releasing it on Monday to members webinars only, and and for the forex today, we have 116, 117 pips so far based on the last entry signal. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you next week.